Hello, soul friends. Welcome to another beautiful healing journey day. We hope you all are doing well here, hanging out. So you guys can see them okay with the alpacas. What's up, guys? How you doing? How's your healing journey day? Are you loving yourselves deeper than ever before? Yeah, good to hear. Did you reclaim some personal power? Oh, they totally did. They've totally been reclaiming their personal power all day. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Woo! Round of applause for alpacas in their healing journey live. Hey! So today I wanted to talk about clues of consciousness and what they are and why they're important. Yeah, a little shadowy. That's all right. Shadow selves are welcome here too. So clues of consciousness are so basically, human consciousness. We're only directly aware of approximately 5% of our consciousness as a whole. That means 95% of our consciousness is operating beyond all of our awareness. That's a big deal. That's a lot of our consciousness that we have no idea what's going on. Hello, consciousness. You in there? What's happening? I can't hear you. What's happening down there? You doing all right? We don't know what's happening in the rest of our consciousness. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. 95% of our consciousness is a lot to not know about. So there are these clues that come up because we might not know what's happening directly in that 95%, but everything that's happening in the part we are aware of is coming from the rest of our consciousness. And so we might not directly perceive that, but there are always clues within our awareness that are coming from that great expanse of consciousness within. So, little sheepies and piggies just being so silly. So there's all these clues of consciousness. When I'm having a thought, a feeling, an urge, an impulse, an emotion, a memory, a flashback, a somatic sensation, muscle tension, thought, feeling, urge, impulse, idea, all those different kinds of things, those are all clues of consciousness. They're all clues. A lot of times my thoughts, feelings, ideas, impulses, urges, sensations actually have nothing to do with the present moment. A lot of the time, the clues of consciousness have nothing to do with the present moment. It has much more to do with things being activated in the rest of my consciousness that I don't directly know about. Memory systems are not just a collection of the past. They're used to project into the future. They're used to project into the future. I'm sorry, let me just turn that down there. They're used to project into the future. And so my memory systems will become unconsciously activated and I won't know about it, except by the clues of consciousness. If I'm having an urge, for example, to call my friend and share something with him, it's most likely an attached part of consciousness wanting to feel human connection, and then that need of consciousness combining with the activation of a neural network of having talked to that friend in a previous orientation of time and space and feeling good in that interaction. And I don't know about the need of that attached part, and I don't know about the activation of that memory system. All I feel is, I kind of want to call my friend. And so if I call my friend, then I'm handing my power over from one perspective because I'm depending on someone else to be there for my attached part when I need to be there for my attached part. And so a habit I've been trying to cultivate, for example, is trying to share things with myself before I share them with other people. And it's been hard because I get really excited and I'm like, I want to share this. Like, let me call up all my friends and be like, look at this, But I've recognized that that's an urge or an impulse connected with an attached part, which is a trauma response. And so every time I act on the urge or impulse, I'm increasing the trauma response rather than healing it. And so when I notice these urges or impulses or sensations, instead of just acting on them immediately like I used to, I'll take pause, tune in, say, where is this coming from? Why am I wanting to do this? What's the real reason? What's the need, fear, or desire beneath the clue of consciousness? And then from there I can say, oh, okay, a part of me really wants to be heard. And I'll immediately go to a mirror and just be like, I hear you. I hear you and I see you and I'm proud of you. And the urge will start to go away because I addressed the need that was beneath the clue. And so this is just, obviously one of infinite examples. There's a variety of clues and there's a variety of meanings behind the clues and a variety of ways we can respond to the clues, right? Consciousness is an infinitely vast realm of, expansive miraculousness, as it says. So this is just one example. So when I'm noticing an urge to phone a friend, it's not just me wanting to share something with someone. It's an attached part communicating a need, and then activating a memory system that says, hey, this need can be met right here. Okay? And so our consciousness is always activating memory systems to try and help us survive optimally. But if our memory systems are fragmented, if our attachments are fragmented or not completely developed, or whatever term you want to use to describe it, not integrated or not completely processed into each other, or however you want to describe it. Yeah, I know, right? Sorry. Then the activation of our memory systems is going to have fragmentation to some degree. And so one example is I'll want to go to bed, I'll want to go exercise, I'll want to work on a project, I'll want to phone a friend, I'll want to eat a snack, and I'll want to do all of these things simultaneously. And I'll feel very, very confused about what I actually want or need because all of these things are coming up at the same time and they're all really loud. And so that's a clue of consciousness that I'm dissociating. And there's a variety of unconscious needs that are activating a variety of unconscious memory systems to try and help me solve these needs. And so following the clues are important. And so the first thing I would do in that situation is just be quiet and still so I can actually hear what's going on beyond all the trauma responses and the activation of fragmented memories in my unconsciousness. And then once I can be more present in the here and now, then tune in and say, okay, I want to take care of my body. I want to express myself and I want to be connected. And that's one way of interpreting these desires to eat, sleep, exercise, work on a project, and phone a friend. And so recognizing the clues of consciousness and learning how to respond is a big part of the healing journey of life. What's another example? Infinite examples. Okay, one example. If I have a desire to go to bed in the middle of the day, a lot of times I'll be like, I feel tired. I feel like laying down. Okay, it'll be something as simple and innocent as that. What I've discovered, though, is it's not so simple or innocent. It's actually this very complex process where there's a subconscious part wanting to be heard and seen. And then the activation of a belief system of I'm not worthy of being seen. Nobody wants to see me. And then the combination of this subconscious part or desire or need and the activation of this belief system, activating memories that are associated with the belief system and the subconscious part's needs. And that will activate these unconscious memory systems where I was in bed a lot of the time a few years ago when I was experiencing really, really severe depression. And I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel enough. I didn't feel connected. I didn't feel hope. I didn't feel like I mattered. I didn't feel like my life mattered at all. It didn't feel like my existence could possibly make a difference in this world. And so subconscious part need activates a belief system, activates these unconscious memories, and that becomes projected into my awareness as a desire to just go to bed. So I don't know directly or immediately through my awareness, I don't know about that subconscious part being activated. I don't know about their needs, fears, or desires. I don't know about the activation of this belief system. I don't know that that's being activated or that that's inside of me and or affecting me. I don't know about these activations of unconscious memory systems from times of deep, severe trauma from a few years ago. I don't know about any of that. All I know is I feel like going to bed. And so, and I could interpret that as, okay, my body's communicating to me, I'm really tired, I deserve to give myself some rest. But if I go to sleep in the middle of the day, when those are the things causing me to want to sleep, rather than my body just genuinely being tired in the here and now, I'm actually increasing the neural network power of those responses. I'm increasing the power of the neural network that I'm not worthy. I'm increasing the power of the neural network of those traumatic memories. I'm increasing the power of the neural network of that subconscious part not having their need met. And so recognizing clues of consciousness, learning how to interpret them and learning how to respond is a big deal. Whether it's a mental health battle like anxiety or depression, checking behaviors, OCD, anything, whether it's dissociation, traumatic stress, whether it's not a mental health battle, and just a general mental health experience, whether it's a battle with anger or irritability or frustration or sadness or loneliness or lack of self-empowerment or anything. Even apologizing too much is a clue of consciousness, pointing to a subconscious need and all these other specifics. There's infinite, vast, complex varieties of clues of consciousness. And so learning to recognize the clues of consciousness, how to interpret them, and then how to respond to them is really important. The alpacas moved again. Really important for the everyday healing journey of life. Pull this back up. The chicken flying. It's a chicken flying. There they are. There's the alpacas. So yeah, clues of consciousness are anything that we are noticing that comes from the parts of our consciousness that we can't directly notice. Basically, thoughts, feelings, sensations, urges, impulses, ideas, all of these things are clues of consciousness. And so learning to be present with them, interpret them, and effectively respond to them brings infinite amounts of healing journey power to this miraculous expanse of our life experience through our beautiful, wonder-filled consciousness. If you'd like to explore clues of consciousness more in depth through your personal healing journey of life, I offer consciousness consultant services where we get together on one-on-one calls and we really dive deep into befriending the miraculous consciousness that carries you, because you are not your experiences. You are not defined by the way that your neurophysiology has been wired over the years. You are not defined by your thoughts, your feelings. You are not defined by your memories or your sensations. You are a miraculous being of pure love, light, and infinite miracles. This is just the truth of your being. This is what I've discovered after years and years and years of research into my own consciousness, into neuroscience, into psychology, all the things. This is the truth that I have discovered. We are love, light, and miracles at the core of our consciousness. We are not our experiences. And when we can restore our consciousness to its innate wholeness, everything heals. Everything becomes resolved, and we become a pure embodiment of love, loving ourselves from the inside out, falling in love with the experience of life, and having so much power in how we respond to the experiences. So much power. I love you. I believe in you. If you're interested in exploring consciousness consultant services with me, you can email me at artistryofexistence@gmail.com. We also offer a series of guided meditations and a Restoring Consciousness Toolkit. We've got an unblending workshop coming up Saturday. You can explore more about these offerings on our website. The link's down in the description below. And you can email me if you're interested in any of these goodies. I love you. I believe in you. The alpacas believe in you. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. There we go. There's a better view. Unicorn, alpaca life. Llamacorn life. All right. We love you. We believe in you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Lamppost. Thank you for sharing this miraculous healing journey of life. We love you. We believe in you. And we hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Soul friends. Namaste. My liberated, or two to go. I know, right? The liberated, namaste. Let me start that over. Cut, retake. Action. Namaste, soul friends. The liberated inner child in me sees and honors the liberated inner child in you. Have a gorgeous healing journey day. We'll see you next time.